On their darkest day, when Divatox's brother, General Havoc, captured the Turbo Megazord, the Turbo Rangers received one last hope from a phantom phenomenon in the form of the Rescuezords. Hello everyone, I'm Sentai 5, and welcome to Megazord Formation! Welcome back to Megazord Formation. Last time we talked about the Blue Centurion's Robo Racer. Now it's time to talk about the last set of Zords as the summer of Turbo comes to an end. The Rescuezords. But wait, we'll also be talking about Artillatron. So let's get right into it. The Rescuezords were the most powerful Zords in the Turbo Ranger arsenal, gifted by the mysterious Phantom Ranger exclusively belonging to the second Turbo team. They were the Lightning Fire Tamer, Siren Blaster, Thunder Loader, Star Racer, and Wind Rescue Rescuezords, all belonging to the red, blue, green, yellow, and pink Turbo Rangers. The Lightning Fire Tamer Rescuezord has a length of 26 meters, which is 85.3 feet, a width of 14 meters, which is 45.9 feet, a height of 12 meters, which is 39.4 feet, a weight of 2,300 tons, a speed of 800 kilometers per hour, and a power of 4 million horsepower. It is modeled after a fire truck and can fire its turbo water cannons at its enemies. When summoned by the Red Ranger, it rolls out the front of Artillatron, ready to put out a fire. In Car Ranger, it was known as V-Fire. The Siren Blaster Rescuezord has a length of 30 meters, which is 98.4 feet, a width of 15 meters, which is 49.2 feet, a height of 11 meters, which is 36.1 feet, a weight of 2,400 tons, a speed of Mach 1.5, and a power of 3.5 million horsepower. It's designed after a police car and can speed off a ramp at its enemies. When summoned by the Blue Ranger, it rolls out of the third car of Artillatron, ready to chase down its enemies. In Car Ranger, it was known as V-Police. The Thunder Loader Rescuezord has a length of 26 meters, which is 85.3 feet, a width of 16 meters, which is 52.5 feet, a height of 13.5 meters, which is 44.3 feet, a weight of 2,500 tons, a speed of 700 kilometers per hour, and a power of 5 million horsepower. It's designed after a dump truck and can use its bucket to download iron balls to trip its enemies. When summoned by the Green Ranger, it rolls out of Artillatron's second car, ready to take on the fight. In Car Ranger, it was known as V-Dump. The Star Racer Rescuezord has a length of 29 meters, which is 95.1 feet, a width of 17 meters, which is 55.8 feet, a height of 15 meters, which is 49.2 feet, a weight of 2,500 tons, a speed of 750 kilometers per hour, and a power of 4.5 million horsepower. It's designed after a race car and a dozer, and can initiate its tractor mode to catch falling debris. When summoned by the Yellow Ranger, it races out of Artillatron's third car ready to save the city. In Car Ranger, it was known as V-Dozer. The Wind Rescue Rescuezord has a length of 22 meters, which is 72.2 feet, a width of 15 meters, which is 49.2 feet, a height of 12 meters, which is 39.4 feet, a weight of 1,550 tons, a speed of 750 kilometers per hour, and a power of 3 million horsepower. It's designed after an ambulance and can launch a giant syringe at its enemies. When summoned by the Pink Ranger, it rushes out of Artillatron's second car, ready to aid the city. In Car Ranger, it was known as V-Rescue. When their vehicle modes aren't enough, it's time for High Stance mode. With the press of a button, the Rescuezords automorph into their own warrior modes, continuing and perfecting the humanoid Zord type by going the extra step, by becoming Zords in disguise. Lightning Fire Tamer's High Stance mode stands at a height of 31 meters, which is 101.7 feet, a width of 20.5 meters, which is 67.3 feet, and retains its length, weight, speed, and power. It's designed after a firefighter. In Car Ranger, it was known as Firefighter. Yeah, great name. Siren Blaster's High Stance mode stands at a height of 33 meters, which is 108.3 feet, and has a width of 18 meters, which is 59.1 feet. It's designed after a police officer and can fire a blast from its chest. In Car Ranger, it was known as Police Fighter. Thunder Loader's High Stance mode stands at a height of 31 meters, which is 101.7 feet, and has a width of 17 meters, which is 55.8 feet. It's designed after a construction worker. In Car Ranger, it was known as Dump Fighter. Star Racer's High Stance mode stands at a height of 30.5 meters, which is 100.1 feet, and has a width of 21 meters, which is 68.9 feet. It is designed after a race car driver. In Car Ranger, it was known as Dozer Fighter. Wind Rescue's high stance mode stands at a height of 31 meters, which is 101.7 feet, and has a width of 20 meters, which is 65.6 feet. It is designed after a nurse, and in Car Ranger it was known as Rescue Fighter. Now, let's switch gears to Artillatron. Artillatron was one of the Phantom Ranger's personal Zords. It was a long tractor trailer made of 3 cars that was the carrier Zord of the Rescuezords, when not in use. It has a length of 120 meters, which is 393.7 feet, a width of 53 meters, which is 173.9 feet, a height of 20 meters, which is 65.6 feet, a weight of 50,000 tons, and a speed of 300 kilometers per hour. When the Rescuezords were deployed, Artillatron would normally morph into its warrior mode by stacking up on top of the cars. In its warrior mode, it stands at a height of 66 meters, which is 216.5 feet, has a width of 54 meters, which is 177.2 feet, and a weight of 50,000 tons. In Car Ranger, it was known as Vic Trailer. Individually, the Rescuezords in high stance mode are pretty versatile in combat, but when they need a little bit more juice, it's time for Rescue Megazord formation. Lightning Fire Tamer forms the head and chest, Siren Blaster forms the waist and thighs, Thunder Loader and Star Racer form the legs, and Wind Rescue forms the arms. With the chest opening up to reveal a new head to cover Lightning Fire Tamer's head, forming the Rescue Megazord. The Rescue Megazord stands at a height of 60 meters, which is 196.9 feet, has a width of 45 meters, which is 147.6 feet, a weight of 11,250 tons, and a power of 30 million horsepower. It can fight monsters in hand-to-hand combat, as well as use its laser pistols to fire blasts at its enemies. In Car Ranger, it was known as VRV Robo. Its finisher, Artillery Power, uses the arms of Artillatron, which are a Gatling gun and flamethrower cannon, that fires an intense array of blasts, eradicating its enemies. This could also be shared with the Turbo Megazord, and also be used by the individual Rescuezords in high stance mode. And speaking of sharing, we had a one-time combination where Thunder Loader, Star Racer, and Wind Rescue combined with Red Lightning and Mountain Blaster to form the Turbo Rescue Megazord. Lightning Fire Tamer and Siren Blaster were capable of combining with the other Turbozords, but we never saw this in the show, just only in the magazine picture, and it can be done in the deluxe toys as well. The design of the Rescue Megazord was created by Plex. As mentioned before, they are individually based on rescue and construction themed vehicles and occupations. There has been quite a bit of concept art, most which are drastically different to what we got as the end result. One of them is actually pretty close to what we got, but still didn't really hit the mark just yet. The overall final look took what we got the last 3 years of humanoid individual Zords and perfected it by having them morph from vehicle modes aside from the regular Megazord, truly making them robots in disguise. The concept arts dubbed Super RV Robo aren't really clear if they were early designs for what would have been VRV Robo or an entirely separate Robo. According to the Japanese wiki, there was another Robo planned but never came to be, and was instead replaced by Pegasus Thunder and Dragon Cruiser to avoid Japanese kids getting confused about all the Robos in the show being cars. I don't know, that's how it was translated, and that's what I'm reporting on. I got other people to translate it as well, and that was the same gist of what they were trying to talk about. I don't really get it. But anyways, they had that classic mid-80s to early 90s Sentai Robo look, specifically hints of Flashman, Maskman, Turbo Ranger, and Fiveman. The cockpits of the Rescuezords have the Ranger's colors illuminating throughout them, just like the Turbozords, only now they don't have the numbers in the back, instead it's a stylized VRV. The cockpit of the Rescue Megazord is located in the chest, with a similar layout to the Turbo Megazord cockpit, but with the Rangers swapped in positions except for red. The design of Artillatron was pretty much the same, but instead was 2 cars while having the same battle mode and stacking function. Now, let's move on to the lore. It's unknown when exactly the Rescuezords were made, but it's assumed the Phantom Ranger created them in Artillatron before arriving on Earth, or at least were in his possession if he didn't create them. They were the direct response to the Turbo Rangers losing the Turbo Megazord to General Havoc. They would use these highly powerful Zords in replacement until the Turbo Megazord was sent back down to take it on, eventually falling back into the hands of the Turbo Rangers, in one of the greatest Megazord arcs since the Shogun Megazord. The Rescue Megazord would then continue to assist the team until its destruction in the finale. In Car Ranger, the VRV machines had a similar story, Standing for Victory Ranger vehicles, they were gifted to the team by VRV Master, who was Dapu's father, in disguise, after RV Robo was taken by Bozak. After regaining control in a similar fashion, the Robo would continue to assist the team until its destruction, but was quickly rebuilt by the end of the finale. After that, V-Fire would return in Gao Ranger vs Super Sentai and Superhero Senki. Same goes for Vic Trailer. The VRV fighters were portrayed by the Car Ranger suit actors, obviously retaining their colors. They are Kazutoshi Yokoyama, Yasuhiro Takeuchi, Naoki Ofuji, Masaru Obayashi, and Motokuni Nakagawa. VRV Robo was also portrayed by Kazutoshi Yokoyama. Whereabouts of the suits are unknown, but have been seen individually at the Toei Hero Museum and other places such as shows, etc. Same thing goes for the filming models as well. Some notable battles of the Rescue Megazord are its debut in The Fall of the Phantom, its fight against the Turbo Megazord in Clash of the Megazords, the fight against the Divazords in Parts and Parcel, and its final battle against Gold Coil, in which it was unfortunately destroyed in Chase into Space Part 1. Now, let's move on to the merchandise. The Rescue Megazord and VRV Robo have had little merchandise in their limited time on their shows. Starting off, we have the original deluxe releases in both their respective toy lines. In Turbo, it was called the Double Morphing Rescue Megazord, obviously for the fact that it could morph from vehicle to robot mode and then combine into Megazord mode, essentially becoming a triple changer. Same goes for Artillatron and Victory Trailer, as they had very limited releases, starting with their deluxe releases as well. There was a Lucky Draw gold-plated version for VRV Robo, which was held in a Televikun contest. The Car Ranger toy line had the special-sized versions of VRV Robo and Vic Trailer, as well as the Mini-Pla VRV Robo. In the Turbo toy line, there was the 5-inch Turbo Spinning Drill Action Turbo Rescue Megazord and Reconstruction Action Artillatron, the Turbo Transport. And finally, in 1998, the Double Morphing Rescue Megazord got a re-release in the In-Space toy line, which was a pretty common practice, especially for much later years to come. And that's it for the merchandise. Now, let's move on to the fan segment.
What's good, guys? Vaughn here. As you can tell, I'm in the bathroom. So, yeah. But pretty much, I'm here to talk about one of my favorite Megazords of all time, and that is the Turbo Rescue Megazord. Just look at this beautiful ass thing. Like, look how beautiful it is. It's a triple change. It's one of my first triple changes I ever really loved, because you have 5 vehicles become 5 individual robots that become one big old robot. So look how beautiful this is. Look how amazing this is, man. Like, look how sturdy this is. Like, I just love everything about this. It's like literally one of my favorite Megazords. Like, my second favorite, my first favorite. Hopefully 5 get to that point soon, but I love this thing so much. I love it so much that I also got a mini version. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So yeah, I love this thing. This is one of my favorite Megazords, and yeah, this is just a beautiful thing. I don't have stickers on it yet, but when I do put on stickers, get ready, because you will love this. So yeah, I love this thing. I pretty much love this thing, and yeah, I hope y'all enjoy it. Thank you, Five, for letting me be in your video. I'll catch you later, beautiful. Bye-bye.
And that about does it for the Rescue Megazord video, wrapping up the Power Rangers Turbo Zords. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to watch all the other videos to Megazord formation in the playlist link down below. Join me next time as we set controls to outer space now, with the Astro Megazord. Until then, be well, stay safe, and I'll see you all next time.